Live from Las Vegas, Nevada. You're watching Shaking It Up with the Sharks. Starring Johnny Richardson and Katie Meadows.
Folks, welcome back to Shaking It Up with Sharks. We have Robey Taute in the house with eBodyRenew. He has some amazing information to share with us tonight. And this gentleman has a crazy story, an amazing story, I should say, straight out of South Africa. So welcome, my friend.
Yes, I'm all the way from South Africa without the COVID. I didn't bring any COVID.
Oh, there you go. Well, we appreciate that, my friend.
Yeah, well, I've been here for many years. So
yes.
I didn't come just like now. But yes, I started our company, Madame et Monsieur, eBodyRenew. And that's what the word says, eBodyRenew. We renew your body through our technology and our therapies. Look at Mr. Johnny, how good he looks here tonight.
There you go. If they go back...
He's one of my products. Yeah.
That's right. If they go back shows before, they can see the stages coming off.
Absolutely.
Using your technology,
yes.
And now here I am.
So my technology is very unique because we use a protocol, a program on the machine, which is FDA cleared through the FDA. And you can only get that protocol through our company, the Madame et Monsieur eBodyRenew company. We have clinics in Australia, South Africa, and scattered all around the United States, up to Hawaii. So we have them all around that we can service our clients. And the year of 2022, we're planning to open many more outlets. It is medical, so all our treatments is through either a medical spa, medical clinics, doctors that will offer our actual treatments to you. What do we do is we circulate blood through your body through an impulse of the therapy. And then the blood circulation helps to feed your skin, your oxygen, nutrients to the skin, to the hair, to your body, to rejuvenate your body, to service your body. It's like going into a garden and taking a hose and putting the water out on the garden, and the flowers just bloom and it looks beautiful.
Now, when you say renew your body, would you consider it almost like anti-aging or reverse
Very
effect?
much. It's
okay.
very, very much rejuvenation, because the body actually should get old that quickly. It's what people do get old, because what is the age of the body is because of our lifestyle. We start getting less oxygen supplied to our skin, to our hair, to our heart, to our organs, because we're less active.
Okay.
People are getting in a lifestyle where you're very less active. You have secretaries, you have computers, you have meetings, you're flying around the world, so you not always have the time. You do go to the gym, but sometimes the little
you
time...
need more than that.
The little time you spend in the gym is just not enough.
Okay.
So you need a little bit more than that. Neurostimulation with our protocol gives you that extra that will actually keep your body happy. Because you need the blood circulation to transport. Blood circulation is a transportation vehicle in your body. So you eat food, the food needs to go to your skin, to your fingers, to your hair, to your heart, and the transportation vehicle in your body is your blood. So through our therapies, we stimulate the blood circulation so fast, and will continue if you do it like a few times, once or twice a week.
So as most people, as they're getting older, their blood circulation just goes down. It's not
slow
pumping,
down. Yeah.
Doesn't pump through their body the way it's supposed to.
And then you see when the blood circulation slows down, the muscle group doesn't get enough nutrients.
Okay.
So they lose muscle. A muscle, unfortunately, is the beauty of the body. If you lose muscle, your body starts sagging, hanging, the legs get skinnier, and the fat grows. Because fat on our body is like wheat in a garden, it just grows. So you need to feed the muscle groups that you can keep the beautiful muscle, the face toned, it tones your arms and everything. So it's a complete rejuvenation for blood circulation.
So
and
when
we did that.
When people get the saggy arms as they get older, so a lot of that contributes to their blood flow.
Oh, absolutely.
And the way they eat, probably.
Because the sagginess means that muscle group there doesn't get enough exercise, doesn't get enough nutrients.
Really?
The food from here is not getting there anymore, so the muscle deteriorates.
So how does it stop going to your arms? I notice that common with people.
Yeah, that's very common because of a lack of blood circulation. So through our therapies, we can actually, when people has the problems on the arms,
You can target it.
We can target that area for
Okay.
you right there to do the arms.
And go right into that area.
Yeah, absolutely. So we can do any area of your body. It's not just the area, it's just you need overall pepper.
Okay.
And through the therapy, it gives you blood circulation, then it do the detox. Detoxing is when the signal goes into your body and it breaks down those adipose fatty tissue that is stuck in the body. Because the fat cell is very stubborn. But the fat cell is actually not just nothing. The fat cell is old, accumulated food that's trapped in the cell. So that's why fat is very unhealthy for your body, because the more fat you're carrying, the more trash you actually have in your body. So the body gets poisoned inside it. And that's why you will also see a lot of our people out there that get sick and die easily, even with the COVID going on, is sometimes overweight patients.
And is this promoting cancer and disease as
Absolutely.
well?
The fat cell is a breeding place for everything that's bad.
Okay.
It's like a dirty
Like bacteria.
bacteria, chemicals that accumulate there because we're breathing in a lot of chemicals from through the air.
Okay.
So the chemicals and all the toxin and the foods we're eating accumulating in that cell and becomes a rotten, dirty, filthy, chemical, bacterial infected cell. And that infects the organs, the lymphatic system, your heart, your kidneys, your liver, your sexual drive, everything, and it just demolishes it.
Really?
And it doesn't feed the muscle group because there's not enough nutrients coming through. So the body just ages.
So that's why someone's sex drive will change. It's not necessarily they're getting older. It's just they're not getting the right oxygen, not the right blood flow, not eating the same, and the body's just crashing.
Absolutely, because blood circulation for your body is like gasoline in your car. You
Okay.
cannot drive without it.
Yeah.
So you have to keep on filling it up. Unfortunately, when your lifestyle changes because you're more relaxed, you have secretaries running around, maybe mates running around for you, or you just that lifestyle, then the body doesn't get enough of the blood circulation therapy and the body becomes toxic. So our second therapy detox your body.
Okay.
And then our third therapy, which is really important, is the muscle rehab.
What does that mean when it rehabs?
Well, rehab means what the word actually say. It's a medical approved therapy for rehabilitation of the muscle group.
Okay.
So it's very good for people that cannot walk, or that has been in accidents or had strokes. But we use it for the beauty industry, so we tone and tighten your muscle group for that. But on top of it all, if you don't do your nutrition right, then you don't get anywhere. I've just written a book that will be published in January.
Okay.
Which is called The Simplicity of Wellness, where I actually guide people all over the world. It will be in all the different languages because I have clinics in many different countries to teach you how simple it is to eat. You can go anywhere and eat anything.
Yeah, people even that go out to restaurants and have meetings, they can still eat clean.
I'm not into, I'm in this business now for 38 years and all over the world, and I've worked with physically millions of people has gone through our clinics all over the world. And I've worked with so many thousands of people and trained all our licensees and doctors and whoever runs our clinics. And the whole thing is diet doesn't really work because nobody can stay on it.
Okay.
Every diet, it's designed to work, and it will work as long as you're on it.
But maintaining it.
But you cannot stay on a diet because it's either calorie counted or carbohydrate counted, like the Atkins or the keto diets. There's all different kind of diets. But my belief is not in dieting because being too long in the industry, I've learned to go past dieting.
Okay.
So I believe in food combination split-ups, which I do. And that's what my book is going to be all around for
So it's going to be
2022, yeah.
The right combinations as you're out to dinner.
Absolutely.
So you don't have to worry about a crazy fad meal or whatever it is, whatever somebody's on.
You can really eat physically everything.
Okay. Just the timing's important.
The timing is important, how you eat it. It's like a guy said, I can't go without my pasta. Okay. Every diet, they cut down the pasta, the spaghettis, And we had a lot of Italian patients that loves pasta, and just everybody loves it. And say, I cannot diet because I can't go without my spaghetti. So I said, there's nothing wrong with your spaghetti. It's actually a very good food group. It's high carbohydrates. And carbohydrate is energy. It's fuel for your body.
So you still want it?
Your body needs it.
Yeah.
So you want the carbohydrate. But the moment you combine it with saturated fats, so let's say you eat your spaghetti with cheese or meat, spaghetti and meatballs, it's delicious. But that combination, the fat from the animal holds on to the carbohydrate of the spaghetti, and put the carbohydrate into your fat cell, blow it up, where the carbohydrate holds on to the fat of the meat, and takes that fat and put it into your arteries and put up cholesterol and destroy you. But if you split them up 3 hours apart, and you eat just like carbohydrates with other carbohydrates or neutral food groups, your body will take it as energy and digest it, and you will actually look fantastic. Or you eat the fats with a neutral food group, and your body will take it and digest it, and you will store nothing. It's just a combination. And in that way, you can really eat everything and anything. You don't have to be on any diet.
Okay.
And you can lose weight, but it's not just about weight loss, it's about health. There's a lot of people out there that has a lot of bad health, wellness, not just weight. When you carry excessive weight, means your body doesn't do well because it stores what you eat. So if you break the combinations, you get a bit of circulation, and by walking every day, and
then you'll start seeing a difference.
Start drinking water to detox your body, you're good to go.
How much water should they drink per day?
When you really work on a good plan to get your weight down, I would say, 1 liter to 2 liters of water, which sounds a lot.
Okay.
But we are doing to try and clean out and detox your body. But I would say the average term to say 6 to 8, 5 bottles of water is good a day.
Okay. 5 regular water bottles.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that works.
That's how it will work. So.
Now, when you started this, I'm curious, it's been 38 years. Were you going through high school and really into fitness, into sports? Like, what really took off for you where you wanted to do this and got passionate?
I actually was very, 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 very overweight as a child.
Really?
Yes. And in the country where I lived, South Africa, which was at those years and still today, very, very conservative.
Okay.
And as an overweight, fat child in the school, you get very bullied, which happens still today.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And that was one of the, I want to get out of this, and I never in my life ever want to be carrying weight again. I lost myself many, many years ago when I found this system and started getting into studying in it. I lost 70 pounds. And I've never put
How young were you then?
I was in my 20s.
Okay.
Yeah.
70, how long did it take you to lose 70 pounds?
It took me about 4 months.
Jeez,
through
that
the
was
therapy.
fast.
My therapy speeds up your metabolism.
Okay.
And of course, the system of eating is so simple. I do believe in a detox day. Mm-hmm. That is so important because if you can clean the body inside. We have many different ways of doing detoxing. Either a fruit detox, or we do a bone broth detox, or we do a liquid detox. Your body needs a detox and a good clean out. So with the detox, the food combinations and in our blood circulation, exercise, you don't have to do too much exercise. Just you need to get everyday blood circulation. But whenever there's a clinic of mine available near where you live, go in there because there you'll get the real fast results.
Okay.
Because we designed to give you that result.
So a lot of people, there's people out there, they'll go to the gym first thing in the morning, later on, 3 times a day even. They're just not getting results because, one, they're not eating the right food, right? Not eating the right food, maybe not the right workouts. They're just not succeeding at that blood circulation.
To work out is very good. We all need to work out.
Yeah.
We have to live healthy and work out. So I work out myself. I love working out. But a lot of people depend too much on workout for weight loss.
Okay.
And it doesn't work that way. First of all, when you work out a lot and you want to lose weight and you're getting a good, strong, healthy appetite, So, and then second of all, psychologically, you would say, I've been for 3 hours in the gym today, and I can afford to eat all this
stuff.
Yes, your brain tells you that.
Gotcha.
So that's where you go wrong. So physical workout in the gym will only get you down thin if you are strictly on your diet.
Yeah, because if you're eating cheeseburgers or McDonald's all day and working out,
a lot of the young trainers will tell guys, well, eat this and this and this because they're thin and they need a lot of good food. But when you want to work out and when you want to lose weight, you can't eat all that quantity of food. And a fitness trainer eats because he wants to get bigger and more bulkier. You want to get slimmer and leaner.
So you want to do it different.
It's a little different,
Yeah.
But the food combinations works. It works for everybody. We have children in our programs. I have a kid. Actually, one of the kids that came to my program was only 13 years old when he came to me, and he was 70 pounds overweight. 70 pounds overweight.
Okay.
His father brought him into me because he was referred to me through his auntie. That was one of our clients. He didn't have a mom. It was a single father. He brought that kid in. He was so bullied, that kid at school. That kid was so unbelievable in a bad shape. I'm not talking about body shape, that as well, but psychologically, because he was bullied. You know how kids is at that age.
Yeah, you're bullied and you're already uncomfortable if you're overweight.
And I took that kid and today he's 24 years old and he works for me as one of my therapists in one of my clinics.
Oh, really? Which one?
In Henderson.
Okay.
Yeah, Manson works there. He lost the 70 pounds then at the age of 13, not now. And his whole life has changed. He plays basketball, he has girlfriends, a lot of friends, and he's just I took him with me on one of my TV shows on CBS 3 years ago.
Okay.
And it was unbelievable the way he could speak on TV because he was so complex and inferior when he came to me, because of self-esteem was so low.
Well, it's a shame it does do that. If somebody's not comfortable in their skin,
it's horrible.
It'll change your complete mood.
Yes. Horrible. I mean, if you see today all these horrible things that's happening in our world, it's a lot of young people that's into drugs and into a lot of bad things because they're urging for satisfaction. And when you're not happy with yourself, life is bad.
Yeah, of course.
If you're not happy with yourself, life is not worth living. That's how they feel. So the first thing is to start with yourself.
Okay.
Help your kids, help your family, help your friends. That's why I love my job because I feel the satisfaction that I get out of my work.
Yeah, and you're helping people reach their goals.
Unbelievable.
People have goals that they've never been able to hit before and not had the right direction, correct?
Unbelievable. I tell you, in our years of our clinics, I cannot tell you all the stories because there's so many, but the gifts we got over these years. Here in Vegas, one of my clients bought me a brand new car as a gift. I took 100 pounds off from him and I said, "You're crazy." He said, "This car is nothing, what you did for me."
Yeah.
And that's true. He's a lawyer here in Vegas. And so many gifts over the years. I don't need gifts.
It's more the reward.
It's the reward. It's so fabulous.
Yeah.
To help people. And also when you work with old people. And then again, it's...
So this is good for people of all ages.
All ages.
Doesn't matter how young, how old.
No.
Yeah,
we have clients of all ages. We have a lady that is one of our clients at the moment. It's 95. She loves this therapy. And one day she was sitting in our lobby and a new client walked in and asked about questions. And she jumped up. She said, my name is Anna. I want to tell you how good this program is. I'm 95 years old. When I came in here, I was walking with a stroller. Look here, I'm jumping out of the chair. You see, with the therapy, it strengthens your muscle and rejuvenate and detox.
So before that, she came in, she was pretty tired and
she
everything
had to walk in with her daughter.
With a walker?
That's right.
Okay.
Because there was nothing physically very wrong with her. Okay. It was just like what they today
just kind of let it go.
Old age.
Yeah.
Well, it's blood circulation.
Yeah.
There we go back to the blood circulation story.
And then she started getting energy and being revived.
You take the water away from a garden, you check what happens.
Yeah, exactly. No,
just
that makes perfect sense.
You take The blood is a transportation vehicle that transport this food I just ate to my finger, to the rest of my body.
And if it's not circulating,
what about the oxygen I'm breathing in? The oxygen you breathe in, transported through your body through blood circulation. What about blood circulation to my brain? That I don't get, forget memories. You remember because it keeps your brain active. The whole body is through blood circulation, and that's number one thing in the world is people don't know it.
Yeah,
and then of course
they think blood just. And I even thought the blood just flows through. Period.
For what reason?
Yeah, just keeps.
Nobody thinks about it. Why do I have blood?
Yeah.
Why do I have actually arteries? Why?
Yeah.
What's the purpose? It's a transportation vehicle.
Okay.
Like I drove to come here to you. That I was in a transportation vehicle to get to you. That's when you need a transportation vehicle from this food down to your toe, to your brain, and that's how it is. And then, of course, the water is so important. People don't believe it and don't believe in it. I've had patients that says, water, I don't drink really water. 1 glass maybe a day. I said, it's impossible.
Yeah, they'll drink like tea or soda or anything like that and figure they're getting something.
I said, if you don't want to drink water...
It's probably horrible, right?
If you don't want to drink water, you might as well stop bathing too.
Really?
Same thing.
Yeah, that'll be kind of gross.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same thing. So that's why people that doesn't drink a lot of water, and if you don't eat frequently, you can actually create bad breath.
Yeah.
Because the body becomes dirty inside.
So it's decaying basically
it's
inside.
Toxic.
It's all those that bacteria, right?
Toxic waste. So you need to keep on filling the body with water and detox. You need to split up your combinations, your food groups, and that you don't combine and set it in storage. And then you need to do muscle workouts so you don't lose your muscle shape. My therapist does it, but if you're in a city or a place where I don't have a clinic, then I would advise you if you're an old person, just go and walk every day with your dog.
Yeah.
But
that's easy. You're getting out 15, 20 minutes is better than nothing, right?
7 days a week, you need to do something.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you will see how you will age because the muscles needs to be generated all the time.
Now, I'm curious. You started everything over in South Africa. What made you bring everything over here to the United States? Was it the business or you wanted to live in the U.S.?
Well, it's both. Number one is in South Africa. We opened nearly 100 salons.
Okay.
And South Africa is a big country, but it's small in number of people living there compared to the United States. I would say that time we felt we've reached the top
of
our
the ceiling.
service. And we felt that our service is so incredible, what we do for people, that it's a sin just to keep it for little South Africa.
Okay.
We need it out of the world. We need it at other places. We need the whole world to know about it.
And
that's my motive this year, 2022, is to get my book out there. And if we don't have clinics there, I will advise you what to do at home. You don't even need to go to gym or anywhere. If you can, that'll be wonderful. But if you can't, and you're old and you don't have the money, then you don't do it. So my advice is not just to go and make money, but my advice is not to worry to bring it to my clinics. If you can afford it, to come to me. I mean, if we have a clinic in your town, please do it. You'll benefit from it. But the whole idea is we can really save the world. Because if you have a healthier body, your brain is healthier.
Oh, 100%. You have more clarity. You're up. You're more alert.
All these going on at the moment.
Yeah.
All these shootings, all the bad stuff.
Definitely.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
So you don't need it. And then nobody with a healthy, normal brain will do things like that.
That's true.
The brain is disturbed through a lack of proper nutrition.
Yeah, improper nutrition, probably bad environment, not taking care of themselves.
One of the worst things in the world's bad nutrition is that the brain doesn't get... It's like your car. The engine can't function if it hasn't got oil and gas. And
you stop feeding it, that stuff, car's going to blow up.
The same as the body and the brain. It needs oxygen, water, nutrients, everything.
So it's all pretty simple at the end of the day.
It's very simple.
You've been doing it for 38 years.
38 years.
What have you noticed the biggest problem with people where they don't achieve success? What ends up happening?
Well, the thing is people go on strict diets and strict workouts, and it's not easy to do that. you're motivated to go on the strict diet and you're going to work out 10 days a week. It's not natural. It's not normal.
Okay.
Nobody can cope with that unless you're a
So if
total
there's-
fitness person.
Yeah.
So that's where people fall out.
So they go right from here. They're eating cheeseburgers, whatever, ice cream on the weekends, drinking, and then you say completely different, straight salads, and they go and do that for a month, and they're just like, oh, I can't stand this. Because the results still take a little bit to kick in.
Yeah, results is long. If I started working out in the gym today and I work out 3-4 times a week, doesn't mean in 3 months I'm going to be Hercules.
Yeah.
It doesn't take that away. So people get demotivated and said, oh, my friends are eating all this food and they're partying all the time. I'm not. I'm eating salads, which is, it's horrible to be on a salad diet. You need to eat good nutrition. And I don't achieve it. Why the hell will I do it? And just forget about it. And that's why people all give up. At my clinics, we do it a little different. Our technicians is trained to hold on to the hand of the client and walk him through and praise him. And when it's need to, tell him what to do and not to do.
Yeah,
and
slap him on the wrist.
Slap him on the wrist. You need to do that because people need guidance on that.
Yeah.
And it's not easy to.
Well, it's most people want to be told what to do. They really don't. They don't have any idea what direction to go.
People don't know.
Yeah.
Because I've trained over the last 38 years so many of our salons, clinics, wherever they are. A lot of them are top professional medical doctors, professors in health. And that they said, what, Robey? I don't know, it's that simple. That's what I've been doing wrong all the time. I thought following this strict diet, I'm going to do it. They see advertisements of people that has lost 100 pounds, but you never know the real story behind it.
On how they end up gaining weight and getting out of...
And how did they really get there,
Yeah.
So
everybody has a story.
And some people will push through, but that's a small number.
Gotcha. Not everybody has the mindset for it.
Some people can't. Some people are old. Some people haven't got the money to do all these things. Some people, there's nobody to motivate them.
So you work with a lot of the models in Miss World, and you have some really amazing clients.
Yes, we do.
What have you noticed common when you're working with those folks? A common mindset or theory or what they're working on? What's similar?
Well, I'm a judge for Miss America, and I was a judge for Miss Nevada America, and I was judge for Miss USA, and I was a judge for Miss America, Miss World, and I'm judge for Miss Universe. I've been judging all my life, all around the world. We've been judges in South Africa for Miss South Africa, and Beverly Hills, wherever I was, and everybody's basically at the end of the day the same. Those people are interested to achieve.
Okay.
They are beautiful, or they feel they're beautiful, and they work on it. So they're very motivated to achieve achievements, like you and me in business.
Yep.
Whatever we want to do, we want to achieve. So they go through a lot of, dedication.
Okay.
The diet is very good, and I help them with their diets.
They're extremely passionate.
They're passionate because they need to achieve that.
Yeah.
And also, they work so hard. They'll work out 4 a.m. if you tell them to work out. Whatever and they're wonderful clients to have because they follow your instructions.
Okay.
They don't, I don't like it.
They're not gonna tell you otherwise. No. They're gonna listen to, I gotta do this.
They listen
and that's
to
fine.
everything
all the way
you
through.
say, and they will do what you say.
Okay.
And that is what makes it so
very
easy.
Disciplined.
Yes. And then also with children, it's the same thing. Kids is pretty good when they come in because they've been bullied and they've got this man is going to help me, this clinic's going to help me. And then, of course, I'm also the weight cutter for UFC and MMA. I work with a lot of the fighters, and I bring them to their goal weight before fights.
Okay.
That's another story.
Really?
Because those poor guys, a lot of them are so young, starting, and they want to do that fight, but they can't do the fight if they don't reach that goal
weight class.
Yes. And they work themselves, and they starve themselves, and go through very, very unhealthy procedures, the way they used to do it, and some still do it in that way. And we actually show them with my therapies in my clinic, I can speed up those guys' metabolism and guide them on their nutrition, and we get the success without losing any strength.
Okay.
So those people.
So they don't have to come in depleted. Because I've seen on UFC
Yes.
fights where you could tell just somebody's eyes and not moving as
Yes.
smooth because they've just depleted all their energy just to make the weight class.
Totally.
Versus with your system and working with
It's
your
the total
machines,
opposite. We make you stronger with the therapies.
and they're still eating,
Oh,
still getting
they're
energy.
eating good food. And so it's a different story, because also when they weigh the fighters in on camera, on TV, that's not the real weight. The weight gets done the day before.
Okay.
Okay, so the person you see on camera the next day on the scale
It's
is
a little
not,
bit more rested.
is rested, and he's got a lot of food in him. But the real weight that gets weighed in the day before, behind curtains, nobody sees, doctors around to assist if that person's not doing too good, that guy.
Jeez.
That's a different story.
Man, they're carting people in, huh?
I've seen what has happened there, and I got shocked. Being in the industry so long, I got shocked what those guys will go through.
Really?
To do and starve themselves and stop drinking water, which is the worst thing in the world you can do, is stop drinking water.
Jeez. So they'll stop drinking water completely?
Completely. The last day, no water intake, just a little ice bit on the lips.
Really?
And sit in steam baths and saunas 1 to 2 hours to steam out and drain out. You know what happens when you dehydrate like that?
Well, you could end up fainting or
Well, you
heart
die.
attack.
You can die
or-
because why? The reason why is
Well, your body's made up of water.
your blood is made of water.
Okay.
Your blood.
Yes.
So you take the water out of the blood. So the blood becomes thick,
That makes sense.
like mud in a river. When you take the water out, the river dries up and there's just mud. The
and all
blood
that's pumping through your heart.
that's pumping through your heart and forms clots.
Oh, geez.
Yes. I had a young guy that came to me last year because his arm was totally out of order. He had a stroke at the age of 23.
Really?
Yes.
Did he survive?
He survived after 1 week in hospital to get him through those. But he was 6 months in hospital with physical therapies to bring his body back to life.
Holy, what kind of shape is he in now?
23 years old.
What kind of shape is he in now?
He's in good shape now because he understands what to do, and he's fighting back. And he's on my treatments. When he needs to cut weight, he keeps his weight actually very good. I like it when they can keep their weight good without pumping up and blowing down and cutting down and starving. So
Yeah, because that's not good for your body
and
either.
we've worked his arm to bring him circulation and detox, and the muscle rehab brought it back so he can fight again.
Really?
He's ready for fight.
Is he back in the ring now?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he had his stroke 2 years ago at 23, he's now 25. But can you
But
imagine?
it didn't affect his speech or anything?
It did.
It
And
did.
he actually has still a little problem with his
Yeah.
speech. He can talk, but one day I'll introduce him to you. He actually visits me frequently.
Really?
He's now in California. But how did he get a stroke at 23?
Yeah, 23. That's
23.
just the craziest thing I've ever heard.
He went without water.
Yeah.
It was one of the things. And the blood became thick and it forms clots and it strikes you. He was lucky to survive.
When you sit with a patient for a first time, what do you really want out of them? Are you more asking them what their goals are? Or are you looking at them and saying, this is what they need, this is what they need?
Yes, I do both because, first of all, when I speak to a client, to a person, woman, man, old, young, kid, whatever, we have to find out what do they really want, what worries them about them.
Okay.
And then I can help them and see what I can see is what we should do. But let's satisfy you. But I need to do it complete. We need to get complete satisfaction on that patient. So we have the most beautiful women in the world, that's our clients, because they come for the toning and the tightening of the butt area, the legs area, which you can't really achieve through physical exercise.
Okay.
We've seen it so much that people work out, but they can't get rid of the cellulite area. Because cellulite's another story. Cellulite's a complete different story.
And your machine will take care of that.
Yes, it breaks it down because cellulite is a normal fat cell that turned into a cellulite cell. And the fat becomes hard and breaks up So it forms cracks between the breaking up.
And that's where you see little
And
divots
that's
on
where
somebody.
the dimples is in
Yeah.
there. So our therapy will send a signal through that will actually break up that stubbornness of the stubborn like clay and break it down and liquidize it back. Once it's liquidized, we can drain it out. It became a normal fat cell and drains it out. And then our muscle rehab tightens up the areas where physical takes long to do that.
What's been your biggest accomplishment? Was it somebody that was like super, super heavy and you got them down? Or what do you think's been the biggest accomplishment?
You know,
for you
it is
working with
very
people?
difficult to answer that question because I had, in South Africa, I had a patient, a guy, 28 years old, that comes out of a family. His mother and father was totally normal people. His two sisters was very beautiful. One of the sisters actually came to our clinic just to lose a little bit of time toning up. And she came and spoke to me. She said, I've got a brother that needs your help. Do you work with heavy overweight patients? I said, yes. She said, but I've never seen anybody that heavy at your clinic before. I said, well, let him come and see me. And she said, well, I can only let him come and see you when there's nobody at your clinic because you'll understand what I mean. So I booked him for the last patient that night. He came down the stairs. We were in a lower level, our treatment locations. And I was so shocked. It was, if there was a back door, I would have run right there.
Really?
It was unbelievable.
Holy
This
smokes.
poor guy, it was just unbelievable. And I made the fully come out and say, sit down. He looked at me and said, sorry, I can't sit down. There was no chair in my clinic where he could sit on.
Really?
Yeah. He was nearly 700 pounds.
700?
I've never in my life seen a person like that. We had to weigh him at the weigh bridge at the docks, which is a block away from my main clinic, where all the ships is.
In South Africa?
In South Africa. We weighed him there. And I couldn't treat him on any bed. So I sent the signals through while he was standing, and I changed him on his diet. It took me about 2 years to drop him down to 220 pounds.
Really?
Yeah. And you won't believe
it. 500 pounds.
You won't believe it. Gary, actually, at the end of the day, was working on my front desk at one of my main clinics.
Really? Is he still
South
there?
Africa. Yeah, at the moment he's married and he's got a very normal life in the country and he's got kids. Yeah.
Now, losing that much weight, did he have to do surgery after because of his skin?
When you do neurostimulation, the stimulation sends signals through that creates the blood circulation, the detoxing and the muscle rehab. So it actually reshapes the body. And with the intensive circulation and the detoxing and the muscle rehab, it forms living new cells, like a newborn baby gets formed. A new body gets formed. That's why your body looks so rejuvenated. Look at you, your example.
Yeah,
You
that's
look
right. Perfect
It's
example.
not just you losing weight. There's many ways to lose weight. You can go and get a book at the bookstore and follow the diet. You can lose weight. Or you can just run down the rear. The therapy makes you look different.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
skin
Pulls
is-
it all together because I see
Your
that
face looks different.
when
Everything looks so different.
when other people go on a crazy workout diet, then they have to go get surgery because it's like sagging and they lost the weight, but they got this big skin. So
skin
versus somebody big comes to you,
Yes.
non-surgical.
We tone them and we have the pictures showing 100, 200 pounds and they're completely toned.
Yeah.
When a person loses 100 pounds and come to us and there's bags of skin we can't help, then they need surgery.
Gotcha.
But if
But
they
if
come
it's before, if
in,
you get
like,
to them before.
some people go for surgery on the stomach where they actually staple the stomach.
Okay.
And they need to lose 200-300 pounds. If they do that and come straight to us, that we can tone the body as it goes smaller.
That is amazing.
That is on that effect. And then I've got the success on many years ago in South Africa, a little jockey came to me. Felix Coutier came to me and he said to me, I am going into this humongous big race and I need to lose weight before the race and I've got 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
2 weeks. And I said, okay, how much weight do you need to lose? Because when I look at him, he was so thin. So thin. So I said, go to the room and strip down and I can see what we're going to do. And when he took his clothes off, I said, oh my God, I don't know. You are so thin. What can we do? How much weight do you need to lose? They said, 10 pounds. I said, what? How much time? He said, 2 weeks. I said, what? And I said, just let me think about it.
Yeah.
So I came back. I said, okay, I'm going to do it.
And
So he said, really? I said, yes. He said, can I take your word? I said, yes, take my word. And because he had to go and sign up for the race. I said,
Okay.
take my word.
which race was he doing?
He's a jockey
Okay.
in South Africa.
Yeah.
He's in that continent.
Because they'll kick him off the horse if he gets too heavy.
Yeah. No, he was never heavy.
Okay.
But he had to weigh a certain weight like the fighters.
Okay.
Before you can do a certain race.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. If you can't do that weight, you can't get the race. And
Yeah.
the race might pay you out $1 million or two, you know. And I just went that night. I went home. I was shaking. I said, "Oh my God, what did I let myself into?" Because this little guy is so small, and he needs to lose 10
And you
pounds.
had to find
and I
10
had
pounds
2
to
weeks.
get rid of.
So I just
Boy.
said, and I worked out my plan. I said, "This is what I'm going to do," and we did it, and we achieved it.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
cut
my
off.
clinics was after that throughout South Africa were filled up with jockeys.
Really?
People come here. Can normal people come here too? I said, "Yeah, not just jockeys."
You had to put parking for horse up front.
So we had jockeys all around the country that following me. And then another similar story, Bruce Fordyce, I can show his name because he's one of my clients. We worked his legs for 3 months before a big marathon in South Africa, which is called the Comrades Marathon. It's, let me see, 90 kilometers, that's about 45 miles.
That's long.
Yeah, between one city to another city.
How long do they run that? What's the
there's-
time?
They start in the morning at 6, you know, it's a big race, a big thing.
Yeah.
From the one city to the other city, it's all tents and they feed you and they massage you and they give you Coke and helicopters.
As you're running?
Yeah.
So
helicopters
you stop
are
and take
over-
breaks?
Yeah. Helicopters is over you and it's on TV. It's a big thing every year in South Africa. And there's 5,000 to 10,000 people taking part of it, and so many fall out, of course.
Yeah.
It's such a long race, but it's just a fun day. Bruce Fordyce was my client at my Peter Maritzburg clinic, and one of my technicians worked on his legs for 3 months constantly every day before that race. Bruce Fordyce won that race. The second guy that he was scared of came 1 hour behind him in at second place.
Really? 1 hour?
1 hour. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It was the most unbelievable. From there, we just had every race person at all my clinics in South Africa. It was just crazy. So we have a lot of different kind of stories.
Okay.
Yeah. 38 is a long time. We
Yeah,
have
it
a lot
is.
of
I mean,
clients,
you've
a lot of stories.
Dealt with a lot of models and everything else in Miss Americas across the board. So you've helped a lot of people achieve
a lot of
some
people, a lot of
extraordinary
children, a lot of all kind of stories.
achievements.
We even, you know, it's all kind of things. It just overall improve your health.
It does.
We had ladies, and that happens all the time at my clinics, that ladies that cannot get pregnant actually became pregnant while they're on our treatment.
Really?
Yes, and we said, what is this all about? And I said, you know, we don't do any miracles here. We just do straightforward 3 things.
Because their blood flow and
We're
everything.
giving you better blood circulation, we detoxing your dirt in your body, and we're giving you muscle rehabilitation, and we guide you on good nutrition, and we detox your body. So your body is healthier. So whatever happens from there, that's what happens.
Holy smokes.
So we've had it so many times, and all the time we had it. The girls would come into our clinics and say, my girlfriend's mother said her sister was at your clinic and she couldn't get pregnant, and she fell pregnant while she was there. Well, we don't claim those things. We're not doctors claiming that. We just say, what we do make your body so healthy.
Healthier and
A lot of people
capable
will
to do
come in
things
and
like
say,
that.
we have this sickness and we have this sickness and we have this sickness. Can you help? I said, listen, this is not what we do. But what I can tell you, what I can do for you is I'll create a healthier body for you.
Yeah.
And whatever that healthier body will do with whatever sickness you have,
Yeah.
take it from there.
Man, you have already accomplished so much over the last 38 years. What are you looking to do big going into 2022? What's
Well,
super
to get our
important?
machines out more to more doctors and medical
Okay.
clinics, number one, and to get my book sold out because I want to help the whole world.
Okay.
You know,
That's a big number, the
Yeah.
whole world.
The whole world
7
needs...
billion plus.
Do you know how many people out there needs help?
Oh, of course.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, people that's starving because they don't get food, that's a different story, but there is even help for them to eat certain kind of foods. But all the obesity, all the sicknesses, all the heart attacks, all the cholesterols, all the diabetes, which is taking this world over, could be all helped by doing a few simple things: blood circulation, enough water, a detox day, and split up your combination, then you're good to go.
Just those few things right there.
It's very simple.
People make time to watch Modern Family or
Yes.
The Simpsons or everything else, or drink on the weekends. I'm sure they could figure out these 4 to 5 items.
It's very simple. That's why my book is going to be very simple, and it's going to be sold for $20.
Okay.
Everybody can afford it.
When can they expect to see the
We
book?
should have it out, the complete printing and everything. It should be out by the end of January.
Okay,
beginning of
so
February.
you're right around the corner.
Yeah, right around the corner. And I want to have it translated in every different language in the different countries, because this problem I'm talking about, we have it everywhere.
Okay, we do.
The whole world.
Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't matter any place you go to.
Doesn't
whether
matter.
It's,
It doesn't matter if you're poor or rich or old or what. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter what color or what race you are. Nothing to do with it. I tell you, I work with patients in South Africa. I work with patients in America. You can close my eyes and transport me here. I wouldn't even know that I'm in America or in South Africa, because the people in my rooms is the same.
yeah. No, it makes sense.
No
Human
difference.
beings are human beings at
That's
the end of
right.
the day.
We
We
all
all
this-
have habits,
Yeah.
get caught up into things.
All have needs
bad
and
eating.
habits, and
Yeah.
we're all the same at the end of the day.
So no matter where somebody's at, if they want to get a hold of you, find out where one of your clinics are, or they're coming to Vegas, or they live in Vegas, what would be the best way for them to get in touch with you, Robey?
Well, the best way will be, I have a very simple number that you can reach me in Vegas. It's 702-444-0229.
Okay.
That's my phone number. And then our website is easy.
It's okay. You
Okay.
can keep on going.
It's eBodyRenew. Just go on eBodyRenew, you'll get us.
Okay, go to eBodyRenew. All right, and they'll
By
go
bottom
ahead.
of zero. eBodyRenew, you'll find our website.
Okay, perfect. So eBodyRenew, that threw me off for a second. I
Yeah.
apologize.
Don't worry.
So it'll be eBodyRenew for Robey, and also by phone number as well. We're going to print off both of those at the bottom of the screen, so this way you're good to go there. So people, I'm sure they'd love to talk to you because we got the new year coming up.
Absolutely.
People have bigger goals. They want to get out
Absolutely.
there. They want to lose weight.
Yes,
they just want to get
absolutely.
out there and get themselves in order.
Yeah, and through my website, they can get my email address. And
Okay.
I'm welcome to people can email me. I don't hear as many times through the night, through the day. I don't hear. I would love to help people.
Perfect.
My biggest desire, I've achieved so much that my goal is just to help
Perfect.
people. That's what makes me
Well, I know you do because you helped this one out right here.
Absolutely. I'm
Numero
proud
uno,
of
my
you.
friend. There you go. Well, you heard it. My man, Robey Taute in the house. Check them out in Vegas, making lives change every single day. They're going to come check you out. I hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you soon, everybody.
Shaking It Up with the Sharks. Starring Johnny Richardson and Katie Meadows.